Hello and welcome back to the road to Avengers Endgame. Powering through in the last few movies, Thor, Ragnarok. Bit of a disappointment, really. I love the Thor movies, and this one was just like way over the top. Too much humor, trying to be all 80s with the synthesized score and everything. But it's pretty good, and not the worst in this. What did you think of Thor Ragnarok?
It's to me, I think it's my favorite all over.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny all the way through, but it's okay. I don't know what it is. It's probably because it's not like forced funny. It's just.
It is though. It is forced.
Yeah.
But it works.
You know what I mean? It's not like. Oh God, it's not that kind of funny. That's what I mean by forced. All humor is forced in a way, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Good point.
But what I mean by forced is like, it's not like forcing you to laugh. It comes naturally.
Okay.
Or something, but it's not like cringe funny. It's just laugh out loud funny, and this is where I really came to like Loki a lot more as well. It's basically based on one line that he says.
Okay.
And that is, I request safe passage through the anus. And when he says it, so it's just like the best line of all the movies ever. And that has to do with the devil's anus, which is also the passageway, the wormhole.
Yes.
They got.
He had a logical reason for saying it.
The planet that they are staying at. Hela is good. It's cool that they choose to have what's her name?
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett for it. Like I know who she is. I just blanked on the name.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Thor is even better in this one. I like the woman Valkyrie girl in it. She's great. Mm-hmm. She's just the right amount of funny as well.
Yeah.
And of course we have the beloved. What's his name again?
Jeff Goldblum. How could you remember?
I'm blanking on names here. I can't even remember what Thor's name is. Chris Hemsworth. See, Goldblum. It's getting late.
Goldblum or Goldblum?
He is like one of my absolute favorite parts of the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
He is so funny.
Hilarious.
That must be the only reason they hired him.
Of course.
His everything, like just him being in the room.
Yeah, it's basically just Jeff Goldblum with funny hair in an alien situation.
And blue makeup around his eyes.
Yeah. And
the way he's like it makes me love the man so much more. He is great. He's just amazing.
One of my favorite parts of his character, the Grandmaster, is when he says, and the idea of it is when he says that on any other planet I could be millions of years old, but here. They just leave that pause. I love it. That I think what really makes the film pop is, apart from the fact that it's a really colourful looking film, like there's some amazing shots and like cinematography and just the design of the world and everything. It just expands all the fantastical stuff they did in, I think, Thor: The Dark World, where it's not the Dark World, it's a bright and colourful world with all these really cool sequences. But what really makes the film pop is the humour, which I think is really informed by the director, Taika Waititi, who is a New Zealand filmmaker who made some really great comedies.
Also one of my favourite parts of this movie, Korg.
The director himself, Korg.
Oh my god.
Another day, another dog.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Piss off coast. So funny.
It's a circle, but not a normal circle, more like a freaky circle.
So funny.
I'm made of rocks, don't let that... It's just ridiculous.
This is like, what is it, like something about perish? Oh, there goes another one. Like just a little piece of this rock fell off.
Yeah.
It's just that scene alone, to me, seems like it wasn't supposed to, but obviously he's not actually there, he's a digital character, but I feel like they were both in the room and that Chris Hemsworth, not Thor, actually reacted to the rock falling on the ground, little things like that. And of course the Hulk, we get to actually get to know the Hulk. Not Bruce Banner, but the Hulk, and I really, really like that. He's a funny guy as well, actually. Yeah, he's got a temper, just like me.
Yeah. It's like a big baby, he's just like...
He is. Friends stay. Thor sad. Thor is sad. It's like a whiny Thor. Just throwing things. Like the way he's slumping around and everything.
I like his playful relationship with Valkyrie as well,
Yeah,
where they're fighting,
angry girl.
where he's fighting and he's like letting her win and stuff. Just
I know. Like it's like he's got a little sister
Yeah,
slash
yeah.
love interest. I don't know. It's there's something about this whole movie which is just the right type of humor too. My type of humor, which makes me like it even more. It's just that the pauses, Jeff Goldblum alone, you know, he's just. What does it smell like? The toast. His right or left hand.
his assistant woman, yeah.
She's funny too.
She's also Kiwi from. She's been in Taika's earlier films as well, so.
But
And she
Korra,
also plays the grandmother in Moana, so interesting.
as I say, it's like still got a strong foundation. We can rebuild. Okay, never mind.
The foundation is gone.
Foundation is gone. That's our guy. Oh, Miki's dead. I've just been carrying her around because I felt bad. Oh, you're not dead. It's just, oh, how a rock can be so funny.
Yeah,
You know?
it's such a weird combination, but it just works, and the whole film works on its own terms. I do love the kind of synthesized score and the use of Led Zeppelin. You know, I mean, it's pretty much a song that can work with anything anyway, but Marvel have the money to license Led Zeppelin songs, and they can kind of get away with it. I really love the Odin aspect of the film, which is quite small, but really impactful. And especially considering that Anthony Hopkins didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do another Thor film.
It's probably his best acting part of all the
Until
movies.
I guess they said to him, well, this is what we want to do. So whether he kind of looked at that and thought it was worth doing or not, either way, he did end up doing it. And like you say, seeing Hela was really interesting, a different part of the family history. And I think a really cool villain, because the way they set it up, once she gets to Asgard, she's so strong, she's pretty much unbeatable. And kind of the end game of this film is that they can't beat her. She's too powerful.
They have to beat Asgard.
So they basically...
Asgard.
Yeah. So they basically, I mean, the whole movie is about Thor having this vision of Ragnarok, the end of Asgard. And at the end he realizes, no, I've got to cause this to save everyone, or to save the people we've got left.
It's not about preventing Ragnarok, it's about causing it.
Yeah, so I think I really love that aspect, and maybe people don't like the fact that they destroy Asgard at the end. I think it's a really bold choice. I don't think they're going to do another Thor movie, so why not, you know? It's just a different way to take the story, and it made
Thanos
for...
kind of ruined Asgard as a whole, didn't he? Because it's not a place, it's a people, and where's the people now?
Oh yeah, all dead
Ta-ta.
in the opening of Infinity
And
War.
farewell.
Justice for Korg. Oh, I just, you know, they got all these posters now of all the fallen Avengers in black and white. I'm like, where's the Korg poster? Like, why are we not...
He didn't get any pamphlets.
Didn't get any pamphlets, didn't print off enough of them, and we just, you know, he gets left in the dust. It's really sickening to see.
Oh, in the dust. He crumbled.
So, I mean, I think we might have already reviewed this when it came out, and I think we both love the film. I think it is my favourite, if not the Avengers, but I just... Yeah,
I don't know,
I think the Avengers is a better film, but this one is just...
More entertaining.
Entertaining.
It's more enjoyable to watch. Avengers is if it's a better movie, it's because it's older and so it's appreciated more.
I don't think so.
This is a newer movie, and so that they've learned from all the characters and from the audience that have been watching, and like how far they can push the humor and stuff like that. I think Avengers was so early.
Yeah.
So I think Avengers was like, wow, when it came out. But now all this new stuff is coming, and it's just, that's what I find really fascinating about these movies. They keep getting better.
I just think that maybe the best,
some of them at least,
the best moment of probably the entire MCU to date is probably, you know, That's My Secret, I'm Always Angry. I just think that's probably the best moment, and just thinking about that, I think maybe it just has a couple of moments that are a little bit better, but there's amazing moments in Thor Ragnarok too, like the moment when she says, "What were you the god of again?" and he kind of pulls the lightning down. That's an awesome,
that's what I was gonna say.
Awesome moment. Like, that's just, you know.
Those two the part where he kind of learns that he doesn't need the hammer.
Yes, which is a really cool way to take his character, because it gets smashed at the beginning of the film, and so he almost feels a bit like, I haven't got my, You know, it's like he leans on the hammer, like it gives him the source of power, and he has to learn that that's not the case.
Kind of get the same lesson with Spider-Man, where
Yeah, when he says
like
if
you don't need the suit, like if you're nothing without the suit, then
you don't deserve it. Yeah.
or whatever. But when Hulk is beating him up, and for each punch you get this dunk in the music or the score, and then he sees Odin, and his camera's going up towards him on the hill in Norway. And he gets beat again, and it's the same, and you get closer, and it's just gives me so much chills. And then you see like his eyes brightening up because the lightning is within him, and then he just explodes with lightning, and it's so freaking cool. Then he loses his eye, and I'm like, why are they having this? It's so cool to see his eyes glow. It's an ugly thing. Then again, he did get glass eyes, so that's got him back after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Spoiler. But and then the same thing happens again with Hela, but in a different way, because he's kind of like, he gets to talk to Odin. It's like, I'm not as strong as you. No, you're stronger. And then,
which is like, it's such a cheesy line. I remember in the cinema going, "No, you're stronger." Like I could see it coming, but the way Anthony Hopkins did, like, if you can have a really cheesy line like that, and you have one of the best actors alive doing it, then it kind of works, I think. And
again, I think his acting was a lot better in this one than the other two. I'm not saying that it wasn't good in the other two.
Yeah.
But it's
your
it's
birthright was today.
There's something about when old men play sad and defeated.
Yeah, you said that a lot. Yeah,
it gets me. You know, and when they're just like, I'm just an old man sitting on a throne. I'm like, I'm gonna cast you away, Thor. But now he's like, okay, so I'm gonna join your mother now. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say that, but
farewell.
It's different. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's great. He was great in this one.
And I think that's another strength, is that all the characters are great. Even the side characters, but like, you know, Valkyrie isn't a main character, but she's a big part of the story, and she has her own kind of developed thing.
I can't even think of a character that I didn't like in this movie. Even
Scourge,
yes,
who is like, you know,
he's so funny,
right? And he has an interesting arc where, you know, he does give in to the evil and goes along with it, but you can tell throughout the film that he isn't fully sold on it. He's just trying to survive, and then at the end he ends up doing the right thing. So, you know, just a really small character that I think really works. And again, the visual storytelling is so good. I just, like you said, with the flash cuts of Odin zooming in.
The editing is
the editing
well
of that,
done, yeah.
and also like the fight sequence with Hulk in the stadium is just so much fun and so epic and funny, and the action's really good.
Yeah, everything is.
It's brilliant.
It's very solid. It's a very solid movie.
More than solid. I think
We're
it's
going
great.
on longer with this one because it's so great.
Yeah, I thought it would be hard to sum this one up quickly, but anyway, so
I do think it's my favorite.
yeah. I can kind of agree with that.
Because it's I think we said this when we reviewed it, like at the cinema. How I can't really say what's bad about it.
Yeah.
It's almost a perfect movie. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yep, it is for me.
And not a lot of the Marvel movies are.
No, definitely not.
But this is a different 10 out of 10 as well, because when I think about it, I can't say what I didn't like about it. Other than him losing his eye. But that's not about the story and the.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a visual preference.
And there's a few things, a joke here and there I don't find as funny as the others, you know, but that's really small fry, I think.
There's only one thing that I react to every time I see it, and that's the scene in Norway.
Oh, yeah.
Because when they're stood on the cliff and they're looking out towards the sea, it doesn't look as cleanly edited as everything else.
Visually, you mean, like the special effects?
Yeah, the special effects, because I can feel the blue screen there.
Yeah.
Or I can see it. But other than that, it's just great. Awesome.
One very minor note, it bugs me a little bit that the planet is called Sakaar, when the previous movie in the MCU, two movies back, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Stallone's character is called Stakar. And so, like, wait, Stakar? Is that the... Oh, wait, no, it's just an incredibly similar sounding name for the planet.
Oh.
But it's not really a problem. It just always... It throws me when I first... Oh, it's Stakar? Ravengers? I just get kind of like, and
Asgard.
there's something else. Well, something else. There's loads of things that we could talk about. As you know, it's pretty evident that we love the film. So of course we just go on and on and on about it. So we'll just leave it there, I guess. And this one leads pretty much directly into Infinity War. But before that, we have one last stop, which is a stop in Wakanda.
Two stops.
Two stops. I mean, one more stop before Infinity War. Chronologically. No?
Ant-Man 2.
That comes after Infinity War.
Really?
It does, yes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There's just something else. There's just anything else. Oh yeah, just I really.
It's funny how Bruce basically pretty much dies before Hulk transitions.
Again, so I'm just pointing out a joke I found funny. At the end, when Hela's coming down, Loki says to Thor, "Can't you just use some of that cool lightning that you got, you know?" And he's like, "I just hit her with the biggest lightning bolt in the history of lightning." She's fine. Yeah. And that was something I never really clocked or found funny the first time. So you get little jokes that land bigger, you know. And, actually, another one was Another Day, Another Doug. That just really cracked me up.
You said that one, but
I said it, but I mean,
didn't say that it was like the funniest.
It really cracked me up this time around. I don't know what it was. Just the way he says it as he's walking off. I don't know. And just the whole, like, you know, new Doug. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Thor Ragnarok. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Freaky circle.